Hello, you're welcome. You're welcome onto my channel today, and it gives me great joy to observe you are being this video. I'm Dr. Olayinka Akanle. I'm a lecturer in the university. I'm a researcher, I'm a public speaker, I'm a life coach. On this channel, I do a number of stuff. But all the stuff I do on this channel, you can easily cluster them into 4. Sociology, research, migration, and relationship. So this video you want to view today is within the context of migration. And on this video, it's not to drag anyone, it's not to drag any country. I just provide objective information for my subscribers and my viewers that can assist them to make important decisions so they don't fall into error, and to be able to plan more effectively and more efficiently. So, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. Tap or click the subscribe button on your screen. And if you have subscribed previously, thank you very much for staying tuned. The title of this video is Greatest Reasons People Are Leaving or Moving Out of Canada, especially immigrants. You know, Canada, like I said in my last video on why people should be careful of moving to Canada now. So Canada is one of the greatest countries in the world. Canada is beautiful. Canada is fantastic, excellent. You know, I love Canada, sincerely speaking. But this video is just to provide you with information you need to know, especially with against the background of the new wave of migration into Canada. So this is not to drag Canada or to talk ill of Canada. No, Canada is great. But new realities suggest that there's a need for everyone to be better informed before moving to Canada. Also, increasing people are moving out of Canada now. A lot of people are moving out. Even Canadians by birth, a number of them are moving out. A lot of immigrants into Canada are also emigrating, moving out of Canada. And this is becoming phenomenal that anyone that is thinking of going to Canada now or that is already in Canada needs to be better informed before you finally move. Or if you are there, you need to be better informed to know the next line or to better strategize so that you can consolidate or exit. Also, this also provides you information. Number one reason, greatest reason people are leaving Canada is one, cost of living. Cost of living is very high in Canada. Everything is expensive compared to some other places and compared to a number of interests that people have. Cost of electricity, cost of rent, cost of buying a house, cost of internet, cost of food. Everything seems to be very expensive now. And more expensive than people originally imagined or originally thought. So things are very expensive. That even when you work very hard, it's a bit difficult to live decent life. It's a bit challenging to live decent life in Canada, even when you work very hard. Cost of living is very high. Things are very expensive. Another reason is tax. Tax in Canada is high. It's high comparatively compared to some other places. So you pay so much in tax, you work so hard, you work many jobs, still you pay high tax, and cost of living is very high. So making it challenging for people to live decent life or to even have savings. So cost of living is high. You have to know this. Rent is astronomical. You know, purchasing a house now is near impossible. You know, cost of food, basic things of life, they tend to be more expensive. And this is quite different from what people thought before they moved into the place. And living normal, distant life is challenging. Cost of living high, tax very high. Then there's also another area of medicals that many people now find as beautiful as Canadian health system is. You know, the waiting time is so long that some people don't even have access to doctors, don't have access to medical facilities. They wait a long time in line. Even in emergency, priorities are even still given to different set of people, different set of ailments. You might even be in an emergency and still stay so long. So the medical system is becoming very overwhelmed for different reasons. And there's also the issue of crime. Crime rate is becoming higher for many reasons. More people are around, and So crime rate is also becoming an issue. Then there's increasing government control. Government now, though Canada is a democratic country, government is taking charge of so many things. There's a lot of control, enormous control. So if you are a Democrat, you will enjoy liberty, freedom, then you may have to consider a lot of things, because government in Canada is becoming more involved in controlling different aspects of the society. And this is very important. There is a lot of uncertainty in Canada, especially around immigration. You know, the politics is also very dynamic and very sensitive. So there are a lot of uncertainties around many issues in Canada. Many people are concerned now. Nobody knows what will happen tomorrow because of high influx of people and a lot of other reasons. So there's uncertainty about everything. As prices are going up, as a lot of things are happening, uncertainties are there. So people are hedgy on the head. Now, there's another high level of inflation. Inflation is increasing by the day, not catching up with income. So income is being overtaken by inflation. And there seems to be nothing. Though there are global reasons for this and local reasons for this, but response is taking a chunk of people's welfare. Then there's also another issue, is this high immigration. Some people find Canada now becoming too crowded, you know, beginning too many people coming in, and this is shocking the space of opportunity. So there's crowd from every aspect. And some people find it, people like simple society, quiet society, minimally populated society, are finding them being choked up, especially even original Canadians, even those of immigrants, are finding the influx of immigrants very concerning. And many people believe if this trend, the population growth rates continues, it may be a problem in the future. Then there's the issue of the weather. Canada is very cold. Most places in Canada, you spend more time, months in wet seasons, or even in under snow, than you have dry season or normal or even summer. So if you are from societies where there's not so cold, you may find it difficult to live in Canada, because you spend more time in winter, in snow, even during having rainfall, compared to where you have in warm season. So the weather is a major issue people complain about. If you don't love cold, definitely you will have problems in Canada. And then more people also are becoming hostile in Canada. More people are becoming frustrated. So it's hostile population is becoming very phenomenal in Canada. People just want to go by. They just want to go on their own. They have too many things on their head. So the population tends to be becoming more hostile because of different reasons: tough survivor, high inflation, high cost of living, difficulty in living normal life. Even when you work so hard, it's difficult to go by. People struggle every day. And this is pushing people's friendliness to the edge. So there's enormous hostility. And some people don't find this easy. Then though there are jobs in Canada, there is the issue of underemployment or disguised unemployment in Canada, where you have those jobs are available, but it's meant for highly skilled people. Even for these highly skilled people, many work below their certificates. You have people who have high qualification working in low qualification area. You know, you've spent a lot of time investing in your skill, but you find that this work you are doing and the pay you are earning is far low or lower compared to your skill and how much you have invested in training yourself in the university and every other places. So the jobs, people are very overqualified for the jobs they do, overqualified for the amount they earn. And this is a frustration for some people. Then a lot of people that are low skill are finding it difficult to live in Canada. Even those in tech work very hard. People who are in medicine, in medical sector, they are in high demand, yet they work very hard, but many of them work more, earn less, are overqualified for the job they do. So for the low-skilled people who do many jobs, it's difficult to go by. They earn less than what they need to survive well. Yet tax is there, cost of living is there. So you have these overqualified people working in low-paying job or less than what they're supposed to earn, and you have low-skilled people struggling, finding it hard. Even when they get jobs as manual workers, they find manual laborers, they find it difficult to earn enough to go back. So the issue of jobs, the scale of unemployment, you know, and underemployment and the rest of them remains in Canada. So those who are highly skilled, have reasons to move out. Because even when they get the job, the tax, the cost of living remains a problem, it remains problematic, and also they work in places they are overqualified for. So they tend to move out to places where they can earn competitive income commensurate with their skills and their length of training. While low skilled people also who are finding it difficult to survive in Canada are also moving out if they think so. So there's also the issue of too much competition, because too many people are coming into Canada, too many people. It doesn't matter your skill set, it doesn't matter who you are, you find too many people coming every time. And many of them come with different skills to congest the space where some people are already working. And when, like I said in my video on why people should be careful of going to Canada now, when there's too much supply of any skill, it doesn't matter how highly skilled or how scarce the skill, when too many people are coming in, then there'll be too much supply of the skill, and there'll be less demand for the skill, and there tend to be less pay for the skill. Then you have glut in the system. And for the low-skilled people keep coming in every day, and there's competition even for the available low-skilled job. So making it very difficult. So excessive competition. Yet Canada is expecting millions of migrants even into the future. So this too much competition, continuous immigration of people, and all these difficulties I've mentioned are pushing people out of Canada. So I'm not saying you should not go to Canada. If you're in Canada, I'm not saying go out of Canada. I'm only letting you know the current scenario in Canada so that you can better prepare. Don't forget, like I said, Canada is a very good place, but you need this pieces of information to better strategize and to make informed decisions and to have your cost-benefit analysis well guided. Many people are living in Canada, and that's a fact. Increasing people are living. Those that have been there, even those that were born there, are living. Polish, Ukrainians, Americans, British, Britons, a lot of people, even Africans, Asians, many people are living now for that place. Some are returning to their home country. Even those from poor countries, a number of them are returning home for different reasons, because they just believe they need to be careful, and they need exit plan immediately so that they don't get trapped or frustrated over there. So until I see you in my next video, like this video, share widely, subscribe to the channel, and tell others. Bye for now.